Hi, my name is Jordan, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about my first few days in Shanghai. So, right off the bat, it just wasn't at all what I expected, and I'll take you through that story. Um, so, the first day, I missed my flight out of the States, which was really heartbreaking because I'm normally so careful and well planned and diligent about things, but really anything can happen if I was a little bit overwhelmed with packing and making bank and phone preparations. So, anyways, I'm here now. The airlines got it figured out, and the very next day I took a flight. It was, just super smooth. And a member of the Absolute team picked me up from the airport in Shanghai when I arrived, which I appreciated so much. Just to see a friendly, welcoming face when I arrived to this foreign city was awesome, since I had missed that with my big group of students. So the next kind of wrench that was thrown at me was my internship. I just knew on the first day it was really not what I expected due to just a little bit of miscommunication or something. Um, but the Absolute team worked so hard and had so many resources that within a couple days I was at a new internship, which I'm now in love with. I'm just so happy there. So as long as you're trusting as of the team and you just stay positive, optimistic, stay calm, things will definitely work out. It's just about patience, but also perseverance. So the next thing that really amazed me was the infrastructure here at Shanghai. If you like architecture whatsoever, Shanghai is the city for you. There's so many beautiful skyscrapers that light up at night and are just really incredible. However, something even more fascinating to me is how deep into the ground they go. So, for instance, the metro is I'd say maybe like 3 stories below ground. I don't even know, but it's so deep and it's just fascinating how there's so many people packed into all of these different nooks and crannies of the city. Um, I don't know. I think it's really awesome, really unique, and one of a kind experience that you'll get here. So, next, about the infrastructure here and the metros, continuing on with that, I do take the metro to work every day. I just walk about 10 minutes, and I fortunately have a quick commute, just one stop on the metro, and I'm at my office. And the metros are color coded, number coded, there's English subtitles, so you will do totally fine. It could be overwhelming at first because of how many people are there, especially during rush hour, but I feel really confident traveling now and very safe in the same token. Um, Another note about transportation, taxis are quite cheap as well as buses, and as long as you have your address written in Chinese and you can show it to the driver, you'll be totally fine. That's just the one tip that you definitely should do. Another aspect about the city that I think everybody would mention is the food here. So, of course, we are in China. There's a ton of Chinese food, ranging from high end to hole in the wall joints. And, but along with that, is since we are in this metropolis, this huge area with all of these different cultures converging, there's a lot of different styles of food. Like, I get a burger every once in a while, or pizza, or sandwiches, salad. I honestly find myself eating a lot of pasta and Italian food, and I think that's because I work in a more European district. Um, but if you don't like Chinese food, definitely don't let that deter you from coming to China and Shanghai because there's so much that the city has to offer. One tip that I have is to be accountable for your money. Since they don't typically split the checks here, which is something we're super accustomed to in the US, it can be easy to, forget what you ordered or someone has to overpay too much, especially with the differences in currency. It can get a little tricky, so be mindful of that when you're going out with a big group. Another note is the people. So, as I mentioned before, the subways are pretty packed during rush hour. Shanghai is the most populated city. And it can be a little weird sometimes. Being a Westerner, you'll definitely get stared at a lot, and depending how far out of the city you go, people might take photos of you. Um, just, it really bothered me at first, but you just have to not take it in an offensive way because it's really just a culture difference, and um, yeah, I don't know. It's something you just have to get over. I'm still probably working on that. Is the biggest thing for me, but it's whatever. It's flattering, if anything, I suppose. Another note about the people is that they are quite friendly, especially the officers on the street. If you need directions to get somewhere, they're very friendly and helpful. And the only thing is, they are very determined and don't really care about others around them, so I feel as though they just will walk right past you or not care where they're walking or, spit somewhere. It's a little interesting, the behaviors, but then again, you just need to adapt to them, or maybe not adapt to them, but just recognize them and accept them in a sense and just be able to coexist with them because in the society, it's not your way or the highway. It's, we're in Asia, so it's just so different. And I think that's the best tip that the Absolute team gave us before coming here was to just be respectful and follow the local rules and norms, and you'll be totally fine. So, in conclusion, things started off a little rough with missing my flight and switching internships and this and that, but I'm having such an incredible time here. Not getting too much sleep because there's so many things to do, but it's so much fun. It's been the trip of a lifetime. And I'll be back a little later with more details on all of these different areas. Thank you.